Welcome back to GM Worldwide Radio. This is Unfiltered, and I'm Ian James.
I'm Jay Skyline, and again, if you just missed it, go back and check out the J Loke interview we just had in a few minutes ago. And y'all know what time it is. It's Tuesday, Top 10 Tuesday. But first, we hit you with the first 10 of the day. It's like the middle 10 today, I guess. This is the middle segment. First and foremost, let's get some of the news out of the way. Damn, it's a depressing month. Dead body was found at the home of New York Giants cornerback, former Rams cornerback Janoris Jenkins. Authorities received a all call to duty at 10:22 a.m. Jenkins was in Florida for his alibi, so to make sure that his name was cleared from these allegations, as you know.
I mean, you could have done it and left. I mean, I'm not saying he did. I don't want to say this man did it, but I mean,
from what I remember when Janoris Jenkins got drafted, he had some weird things going on. He went to like a college in Alabama that wasn't Alabama, and it wasn't Auburn. So he went to a college that like wasn't one of the big colleges.
Okay.
He was originally, you know, what's funny is this always starts off with he originally was on Florida and then he got kicked out because that's how everybody's bad. Like Cam Newton started that way. Everybody that had to go back to a junior college usually starts with Florida thought she was good, and then they found out she was wild. And then if I remember, he had like 4 baby mamas before he got out of college.
Oh, damn.
So I have a feeling this might be some baby mama drama coming back to bite. On the other side of things, on the other news, we got a person arrested for driving through the protests on Friday, 11 p.m. in the video that everybody's seen, even though the news made it look like they were attacking the car. If you look at the pictures the news posted. Yeah, he finally got arrested. That's cool. Also, Pittsburgh cop placed on desk duty for celebrating Jimmy Wapo's death on Facebook. And in the, I plan on getting some more information on this, but apparently there's a counter protest on Antoine Rose, which, if I remember correctly, most of the people that are complaining about the protests say the people that are protesting don't have any job. So if you're anti-protesting, does that mean you also do not have a job? Because if you got the time to, like, my thing is the people that are protesting for a reason. When you're anti-protesting, I'm like, what are you out here for? For real.
I mean, you're just helping the cause out. I mean, at that point, you know.
I mean, no, because Charleston didn't help the cause.
That's a different. That was.
I mean, no, that's where we're heading. When niggas want to anti-protest shit, it's gonna end up being a fight later.
Yeah, let's not. Let's get back to that cop being placed on desk duty. I feel like that should be. I feel like you should just lose your job at that point
because it's still freedom of speech, and the union will back him up. That's what's happening now. Where that cop got fired for trying to pull over his daughter's boyfriend and ended up taking his daughter, even though she was 18.
Oh.
He ended up getting fired from his job. The police union and suing the police department with him to get his job back. Unions will ride for you, man.
Yeah, unions will.
That's what I figured out about this. Is the union don't care what they said you did. You killed a little boy, man. You still deserve your job. We got you.
You still deserve your job.
You racially profiled the shit out of somebody and illegally detained your own daughter. We got you, bro. You wasn't supposed to get fired. That's all I've learned is being like the police union is a ride or die thing. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm telling y'all, man. These organizations are low key gangs.
Yeah.
Or are a gang from some of the people out there. Also, shout out to, did they really have this woman's name? Oh, Karen Picanis, the mayor of Arnold, PA. Not Hey Arnold, just Arnold. But she posted on her Facebook, they don't care about jobs in PGH. None of them work now. I hate rereading people's Facebook quotes because they make no grammar error. Like grammar, there's no grammar.
Yeah.
Like you're a mayor. I don't care how small the town is.
Yeah.
Like you can be the mayor of Rankin. I still expect you to have some dignity about how you conduct yourself on social media.
Hey, you're supposed to have somebody at least.
The city council has come out and said that her views do not reflect the views of the town. That's a good way to back yourself up.
I guess. Y'all voted for her, so wasn't that the views of the town? I mean, I'm just saying, like, that's how usually it runs.
I agree with you on that. Also, like, again, this is, hey, man, if you don't want to lose your job or lose your family or lose your loved ones, I would just like I said, like, I feel like the same thing I said about the XXX death is the same thing I can say now. if you have nothing nice to say about this stuff, you might as well not say it. If you don't have anything nice to say about XXX, like I said the other day, don't talk about it. If you don't have anything nice or productive to say about Antoine Rose or Jimmy Wapo or any of the other stuff that's happened recently, now you can feel bad. You can be mad. Like I can say I'm mad because niggas, for some reason, we were protesting the other day and niggas still shooting people on the top of Munhall and killing innocent women. I can be mad about that without being ignorant. Because I'm mad about that. Because I'm honestly don't understand. My issue is we out here protesting, putting in all this work, and y'all still out here killing us. That doesn't help us. I can be mad about that and articulate that in a way that doesn't sound like I'm being ignorant to the cause. Just saying all the motherfuckers must not have jobs, that's ignorant. I can at least give you an explanation of why I'm mad that that girl got shot, on top of the fact that the people that shot that girl and them other people in that car know what the city's going on with right now. This isn't an average time for the city. I'm not saying you should be shooting people at all, but there's definitely not the climate to be handling your petty issues with gunshots. You're not going to tell me whatever that little girl died from was anything but petty.
Yeah.
At this point in time. So, but yeah, that's how I felt on that. So yeah, if you can't say nothing nice, don't say nothing at all. Y'all ready to hear about the guys that should be considered biological terrorists?
What?
3 men in Ohio were seized to have enough fentanyl to kill 5 million people.
Wow. Damn. What were they sitting on this? I mean, it would be Ohio. So I mean,
South Napoleon Avenue. I don't know where in Ohio that was though. Oh, Columbus.
Columbus.
Oh wow, they were about to get Ohio State fucked up.
Yeah,
it was about to be,
there wasn't gonna be an Ohio
they was about
State.
they was about to line the horseshoe up. Thomas Sandoval, Avero. Ooh, you're the one that's supposed to know the Latino shit now. You say that. Them names are out there.
Oh, come on. All right, Thomas
Sandoval. I know I got the first one right. I got the first one right. That was it. Everything else has hyphens and shit.
Alarovo, Gascas, Cardoso.
That's number 2. It was all one name.
And then, damn.
Yeah.
Salatel, Ramos, Rajos, and Alexis. Damn. Zazuta Soto. All right, you know what? I fucked all this up. He put me on the spot. I was not ready for this.
That's because he keep on putting me on the spot like I wasn't fucking this shit up. But yeah, think about it. Like anything that kills 5 million people, it's the plague. That's the only thing I know of in history that's killed 5 million people is the plague and Holocaust. That's it. So if you got something that can kill 5 million people, this is not a drug charge to me anymore. Like you are a global terrorist. Like you ship this out the right way, you could kill 5 million people.
You could literally, here's the stats on Ohio, 11.66 million people. You could have killed half the population right there.
The fact that it's only half.
What?
You said half of them. Oh.
Half the population of Ohio. What do you mean? That's enough. I mean, that's still a lot. What do you mean? I mean, the population's 11.66. So, I mean, you're
I just can't imagine 5 million people just going down. Not disappearing. Like, just imagine walking down the street like Thanos style. 5 million people just hit the ground. I know Thanos made them disappear, but just think about them just hitting the ground. Stop moving. We got to figure out what to do with the bodies and shit.
That would be wild. I don't even know how that would even... I don't even know what this individual would be planning on. And then it's kind of like, if this person, like, honestly, like, if these are just 3 people, and they have that much, like, there could be somebody else with that same amount of quantity or even more in a different location. Does that concern you?
About what?
2. All right. I said if that was another location.
Not really.
More. No.
I mean, look, my concern is that somebody's making this much of this drug. First thing, I know they're lying to people and telling them it's heroin or meth or whatever, but I want to speak to the person that's like, yeah, I just like fentanyl. I don't even like it when they lie to me about it. I just want that fentanyl for real.
Okay.
Because I don't know why they're making so much of a drug that could kill elephants.
Yeah.
If your drug can kill elephants, you don't need it. So you know that woman that called the cops on that 8-year-old girl, went up on the news and tried to tell people that her life has been ruined because of this and that she wasn't really doing this, and that. And I'm like, yo, you called the cops on an 8-year-old girl. Yeah. I don't even care if she's white or black. You called the cops on an 8-year-old girl. Let's say an 8-year-old girl had a real gun. You called the cops on an 8-year-old girl.
Yeah, what do you? So the little girl, she's out here selling just water actually on the street, and she's trying to make just fundraise herself to go out to Disneyland, I think,
Something like that.
and some girl was like, I don't know what was the issue with her, but
It's a neighbor, older woman who also the CEO of a marijuana company somewhere around that area. So her company's like,
yep. So they got rid of her. They got rid of her. Like a lot of distributors just dropped her. So
and one of the distributors came out in an article and said that the product from her company was one of their best selling products, but because of what she did, it does not matter. We're removing the products from shelves. Mm-hmm. But they admitted that it's like we're getting rid of one of our highest selling products because you fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. So now the little girl, she got 4 tickets to go to Disneyland. So that's pretty dope. Somebody like funded that for her, so she don't even need to save up for this anymore. So that's pretty cool.
Last on the major news I have, this is back to the protest. Lamont Wade, you do not know, this is I forget if he was a 5-star athlete, but he was basically a 5-star athlete. He's from the Beaver Valley or Beaver County. He goes to Penn State. He is a DB at Penn State. He has also been very active in Penn State and in the Pittsburgh area with the protests recently. He's one of the only, to me, it's sad that a person that has everything to lose is the one that's out here speaking out. None of the athletes that are getting paid. Yeah. And none of the Antonio Browns, Le'Veon Bells. At any moment, Lamont Wade's coach can be like, I'm tired of this shit. I'm taking your scholarship. Go back to Beaver Valley or go back to Beaver Falls.
Damn.
That can happen.
Yeah.
That for real can happen. It would be fucked up. Like I'm telling you, it'd be a backlash on his coach.
Oh, yeah.
But that can happen. And he's still out here protesting on the streets. He's been taking interviews with the news, talking about what's wrong. Shout out to Lamont Wade. Because again, it's one thing to be the athlete worth $1 million already, like LeBron James or like a Tim Duncan or something, where your money's there. You can speak out. Nobody really could take your cash unless you've been fucking up on the IRS. Lamont Wade ain't got no money. You're out here on a full scholarship and vouchers. Because I'm sure they give out food vouchers.
Yeah, they're definitely giving something because.
And you're about 50, 60 miles, probably 100 miles from home.
Yeah. About.
So, I mean, he did come back to Pittsburgh this weekend to do the protests throughout the week with the people in Pittsburgh. But, yeah, shout out to Lamont Wade. To me, like, I would say you're the most high-profile athlete that's been helping out with this, and I support that. Like I said, rappers have been getting into it, a couple politicians, but I don't see our brother athletes getting into this the way they should, especially the ones from the Steelers themselves.
You think maybe older Steelers should, put some up, or
the older Steelers won't feel the same way? I'm starting to notice a disconnect between people that were with the original civil rights movement and what's going on now. And there seems to be like, they think we should be doing this a different way, so they don't fully support the way we handle our protests and stuff. Mm-hmm. Some of them do. I'm not saying everybody, but a lot of us, this is where we're at. Our protest is in this weird place in the middle of Malcolm and Martin, and many of the people from that era pick the side. They think we're playing the fence. It's like either start tearing shit down or go as peaceful as possible, while we're like in the middle. Like, we'll fuck some shit up if we have to, but we really rather just fuck up your day.
Yeah.
So, but no, that's why like older generation people that understand are helping us help. The older generation that thinks like either one, we should be burning down houses, or two, we need to be as pacifist as possible about this, aren't rocking with these new movements. So. What?
That's I was just thinking like maybe like I'm just thinking more of the local people that like maybe you think Charlie Batch would not be somebody. I mean, I don't want to put him on the spotlight.
See, that's different. Charlie Batch doesn't have anything to lose to me if he spoke out. So like if he does speak out, it's not to me. Like Juju, you're 19 years old.
Yeah, he's pretty young.
Them like that would be, and I'm not knocking Juju because he's new to the city, and I'm sure whatever he got away from in California was probably worse than what's going on here in some ways. But those are the people I'm looking to speak out and help. Mm-hmm. Not like Mike Tomlin speaks out. That's cool. I did hear a big thing on sports radio earlier today about why more white players don't speak out. I've always been on the side that if a white player like Jake Long speaks out, I applaud you. I am the utmost grateful that you do that. But I have no want. Nigga, it's the only way I get information. I don't understand what you want me to do with the phone. Okay, I'm confused. All right.
But you were saying, Juju, you know how you were saying about how he's coming from California. He's gone to the same.
Yeah. So no, like that would be the players I would look forward to speak out.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's about it.
I don't know. Shout out to Nas, rocking the Antoine Rose shirt. So that's all I have to do, for my shout outs.
All right. So we're about to do the top 10 Tuesday here in a second. Malachi will be sliding in here very discreetly. We won't even be able to tell that he even joined us.
But again, Instagram, Twitter, you know what it is, GMWW Radio. Go ahead and hit us up. You see all the pics on the latest news that's been going on here in the city. And we're slowly transitioning here. You ready?
All right, welcome back to GM1Y Radio. This is Unfiltered. We're about to get y'all with the top 10 Tuesdays. Today we get y'all with the top 10 TV game shows, normal game shows, not like full-blown shows that are like won over time. Mostly game shows that are won that day, I'm guessing, or in some cases, seems like it was won that day.
Yeah.
Family Feud, we talking to you.
Yeah. They do like 9 shows in one day. That blew my mind. All right, top 10 Tuesday, like you said. Top 10 TV game shows. Wow. I think this one shouldn't be that. This should be another one of those ones where I think we have similar things. I believe so. It sounds like we should with game shows. I don't think there's too many of them.
I feel like this is where the top 5 will shake out closer, but I think our 10 through 6 is going to be wild.
I think 10 through 6 is going to be, I think we're going to have the.
Now, if James has something wild in his top 3, I can't count for that.
Where's the blank one?
We might not have a blank one.
What the hell did y'all do?
What?
We had a blank paper. I think Jordan wrote like 9 of them. So I need a blank sheet of paper if I can.
That don't work.
Is that?
I mean, it's something on the other side.
Wait, is that it?
No, this ain't it, but it's plainer than that. All right. Top 10 Tuesday. And we also have TV game show facts today.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dion for the facts. I don't know who wants it. We'll leave you with the facts.
All right.
Every once in a while, we throw a fact out there, let the people know.
I don't know if you already heard, but you just quick guess. What do you think is the longest running game show? You already know.
Price is Right.
That's right.
Yeah, Bob Barker was like 100.
Yeah, he's like.
He did it right after high school. It was like his first job. I'm playing.
It probably was. I wouldn't be surprised. He was doing that at school. He probably was doing that at school, and they ran it from there. Alex Trebek is the longest running game show host, though.
Yeah, because they switched up Bob Barker. I wonder how close. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that question.
Right now, he holds 6,829 appearances as of February 28th. So that's
how boring could that be? And then you're on like the facts show. It's not even like you're on something that's crazy. Like it's just like in 1842. Like it's
and then he always has to correct what is, who is. He's like, it's like y'all. I've been doing this for so long.
Like, do you think he's actually smart?
I feel like he should. He should be like,
He might have walked in done, but at some point you should have picked up something.
Yeah,
you assume that he picked up something, and you think he's smart, and he's just reading what he still gets the answer. It's not like he's answering these two like off.
Yeah, it's not like he was asked these questions.
Yeah, like he knew. Like, how did he know that? That was like he didn't know. He still like gets the answers. I don't really think he's smart. I don't think Alex. I think Pat Sajak is smarter than Alex Trebek. Just because his show is actually like you do have to fill it up. I mean, he may know the puzzles though too, so that's still cheap. I don't know.
I've also seen Pat Sajak in like interviews and stuff. Like he seems like a real person when you like hear him talk, and it's like, yeah, this is bullshit. And Pat Sajak will talk. I've never had that with Alex. So
yeah, Alex has been on for like 70 years, and all he do is shave his mustache every once in a while.
Yeah,
that's all he does. Is like no mustache for 4 years, mustache for 9. Like,
yeah, it's like wait, what?
Wow. Okay, so that was just a little bit. We got more facts. We'll be.
You
Brad? Oh, you what?
We'll get some more facts a little later.
Just spewing them out. Let's go. Top 10 facts.
But since you were in the mood to talk, you could start us off with our 10.
Number 10. My number 10, the weakest link.
You are the weakest link.
I thought it was like
one of the best catchphrases.
Yeah, I think it was a good catchphrase. That was
with the woman in the trench coat.
Yeah. She was like British or something.
Yeah, it was like right after like the Matrix whole little thing.
And everything she said just sounded extra cool.
Yeah. It was,
I think she's smarter than Alex Trebek. I don't know.
Are you smarter than Alex Trebek?
A whole nother
yeah,
game.
that's a whole nother game.
There you go, Jeopardy.
So
Revamp it with that. I think I can beat that game.
So which way we going? Since last week, apparently I fucked up the rotation.
Yeah, so we're gonna go that way, like other rotations do go. We're
I'm
gonna
about
keep
to
it
get
that way.
So my number 10, I pulled a mook. I went with the oldest game show I could fucking find. Truth or Consequence, 1939.
Yeah. Did you ever even watch a rerun of that, or you just went with the?
I literally just because I couldn't figure out what I was gonna make 10.
So you picked a game that you know nothing about.
It's literally just apparently it has some truth and it has some consequences.
And the consequence and the truth about that is the host molested. No, he didn't.
Yeah.
See, you don't just pick stuff and just root for it. It's your number 10 of all times, though.
At least it ain't number 3.
True. You didn't pull a James on that.
Hold up.
My number 10, I know he's not gonna make it. It's my show. I rock with her ever since Community. Can't think of her name right now. The white chick with the blonde hair. But Hollywood Game Night is mine, and it's because it's a game show with celebrities, like where the celebrities play that and they get down and wine a little bit. So I can tell neither one of y'all know what that show is, but shout out to her. Shout out to her gameplay with my balls.
I'm gonna slide over James because I somehow looked at my list.
Yours definitely isn't. Making.
Well, I just figured out that I never put Weakest Link on mine, and Weakest Link was supposed to make mine.
Oh.
So-
You did bring it up. So the weakest link is number 10.
Yeah.
You are. Man, that's why you're number 10. That's the perfect spot. Weakest one will be. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's like an ironic spot. Okay.
Guess it's on me with number 9. I'm rolling with Hollywood Squares. I'm basically rolling with the newest version of Hollywood Squares, but I understand the show's been on probably since the 80s.
Yeah.
So
Even before that, man.
probably.
I
I know they changed the name of the show based on like the era. Like right now it was Hip Hop Squares. I'm sure they had a different Squares that was like more popular. Like
think it was always Hollywood Squares, and I think it only changed with
Hip Hop.
Ice Cube and Snoop. And
That's cool.
You know, we remix. Okay, so that was your number 9.
Yep.
I had it actually one higher, but my number 9 was Cash Cab. Yeah, I've never really been a taxi person. Probably don't call like 4 taxis, but I would definitely try to catch a taxi.
Jitney, I mean, I'm a Jitney life.
I got a taxi from like Southside to like Elton Meadows or something.
Okay.
One time at the club, that was like the only time.
I wrote in Hollywood Squares / Hip Hop Squares. But I put Hip Hop Squares as like the primary.
Okay, that's what.
I mean, I can like I don't know what like the qualifications of either. Are they the same show? Or
I
they-
think
Yeah, it's the same shit. It's
Yeah.
just the topics are different.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so we went with Hollywood Squares.
Yeah.
At number 9.
Yeah, it was the same basic show. It's just they
Okay.
brought a bunch of
I mean,
hip hop
yeah.
groups in to do it.
I didn't know if it was like if it was based off of like it has to be the same company running it.
No, it was like middle was like Oprah. Whoopi for like ever. That's like where you knew your fame by if you got the middle X or O spot. If you were in the corner a lot, you were like pretty much nobody.
You're like the person that's always there for the roast. Like
Yeah.
you're not the celebrity roasty.
Yeah,
You're just one of
but
the
you're-
people that are always there.
Yeah, that middle spot is just like that's gold, baby. All right, number 8 is on me, and I can't say anything because I had Hollywood Squares.
That's all you got.
Let's make a deal.
Let's
I
make a
thought,
deal.
I thought you were trying to talk to me.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Sorry.
My number 8 was Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
Oh shit! No way.
That show, I think, upset people about their self.
Yeah.
I think that's the only reason it went off air. It wasn't like the show was bad
Yeah.
because it was just like a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire / Jeopardy. Just was like,
Kids.
yeah. But you were so dumb that you didn't even get those answers right, and you stopped watching the show because you realized how slow you were. Like that's what it was. It wasn't the show. The show was great. The fifth graders, excellent,
Yeah.
smart as hell. But
feel like
am
he's
I
right.
smarter? You realized you weren't.
I feel he's right because like we'll talk about the show in depth later, but when we watch Jeopardy, no matter how many we get wrong, we don't feel stupid because we got Jeopardy wrong.
Yeah, it's like it's Einstein. You're supposed to be smart as shit to learn this. So if I get one, you feel great.
Right.
If you miss one, you feel dumb on Are You Smarter Than a Fifth
Yeah.
Grader? Like it was like, what was that? The answer was Apple. And you're like, okay, yeah, life is real. I see why I didn't get promoted. Like, like, gotta second guess myself. Like,
I think I was in school and I was like, I don't remember learning that.
oh yeah, they hit me with like
Yeah,
Peninsula and something one time, and I was just like, yeah, I'm going back CCAC 5th grade courses. I think I'm gonna learn.
that might have been the worst thing for us.
Fifth grade
We was
grades.
like 8th, 9th grade when that dropped, and we were
Yeah.
probably still getting questions wrong. Like we was in school,
Yeah.
like what the fuck's going on?
The question was, is your teacher smarter than you?
Yeah.
That's like all those ones when they had teachers on there. That's when you found out like somebody needs to lose their job. You're teaching 9th grade.
Yep.
And you're from a 5th grade trig, like 5th grade math, and you're my trigonometry teacher. Okay, we got shit to talk about next tomorrow in class.
So between ours, it's your pick.
So we got
Let's Make a Deal or
Are You Smarter Than the Fifth?
I had
Let's Make a Deal was Dwayne Brady.
Yeah.
And that's my shit.
I thought you would have had to hire.
Do you even have one?
I actually didn't put it on there.
Do you have Are You Smarter Than 5th Grader on yours?
No, I do not. So this is really who do I prefer, the Wayne Brady thing or what I just said about dumb Americans? And
they're both good. Like I'm not mad.
The whole dress Wayne and the improv on there. I fuck with everybody on that show. I don't even Tiffany and I forgot dude's name. The Jonathan, and Cat Gray. See, that's my show.
I'm getting it. This.
But Are You Smarter Than 5th Grader was the greatest idea for a damn game show. If you lost, I'm gonna be on Smarter Than 5th Grader tomorrow. I'm gonna make $1 million, bro. No. You come back, it's like, I got $82. Like, you're dumb as shit. You're dumb as shit.
That's why this one's hard because I'm like, for number 8, I understand why neither of them are the greatest of all time. No. But I rock with both of these shows.
People dress up, and that's been around forever. Mm-hmm. Back in the day, they used to have people dress up.
Again, I'm not mad with the decision you make. Sometimes you make a decision, I'm salty. I can't be salty about this.
I'm going with Let's Make a Deal for Wayne Brady and the host and the way they do this show and the improv of it. But Are You Smarter Than 5th Grader? God. We can do that one forever. All right, so I'm going to go with Let's Make a Deal.
I know this is just more of me asking, and I didn't put on my list, and it wasn't on the list. But whose line is it anyway? Could that have made it?
No, because they state in the show that the points don't matter and points don't count.
The points don't matter
every time. They say that Drew Carey says that every time. I'll give you 1,000,000 points. I take away 300 points from you. It doesn't matter. So there's no winner or loser. But it was a great. It's a great.
It was like an improv game show.
Yeah, with improv stars, and again, the points didn't matter. So there was never a loser, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Couldn't put that on there. All right, where we're at number 7.
7. Deal or No Deal.
Okay, you're a deal or no deal on this one. Ooh, briefcases.
See, this is where mine gets obscure. I went with Boiling Point, the show about staying calm.
You got to elaborate a little more for those that don't.
MTV made a show where they would basically, they'd be like restaurants out in public, and a guy or a girl would come up and purposely try to fuck with you. Like they would be fucking with you, they would be talking to you, shit like that. And the entire time you couldn't swear, you couldn't touch them, you couldn't walk away. If you somehow maintained your calm the entire time through, they usually gave you about $500.
I got 500. Sorry.
But I watched the show enough to see people cuss, hit people. It's like
it was like what would you do on Dateline, but like with like a cash prize at the end, like because it was like boiling point shit. I mean, what's that? What you do or what's that segment where they be like?
Oh, we're like trying to put people in real life situations.
Yeah,
like,
and they like cuss out kids in a restaurant to see if you will react. Like it's like one of them. Like it's like what would you do in that natural setting?
And then after, no matter what they did, they somehow went and found you on the street later. Like, hey man, we was.
They had to. Somebody might have went out there crazy after that. Like, so they definitely had to.
And first thing, the one thing I'll say about the show is I was shocked, even though it was like 10% of the show. I'm still shocked that 10% of the show had black people.
Yeah.
Because every single time I'm like, we about to get your ass kicked.
I think that show spun off into all those little YouTube things where they.
Oh no, that's where they got that.
Like it's pretty much like that.
The difference is that show had a limit.
Yeah.
And everybody on the prank said it's like we're gonna die today.
Yeah. We're going to the limit is death.
So what's your number?
And my number 7 at this point was Fear Factor.
Ooh. This is a tough.
Only show that involved actually eating or going like through crazy. Every other show was all nice and neat. This one was like, you scared of what? That's what you're doing today. Like so, and it was like it changed the game on that. As far as like the taste test and eating things and shit like that, like that was always the craziest part of that. Would you eat this for that money? No problem.
No,
not me.
Will you lay in this bed of?
What was yours?
Hey, my first time.
What was yours again?
Mine was Deal or No Deal.
I got Deal or No Deal higher. So
I do.
I'm gonna ride with him.
All right, that's fine.
Fear Factor makes the list. I would never make the show.
No,
but
isn't Ludacris hosting this shit now?
What?
Yeah, he is.
Oh shit.
Number 6.
One more before. This is on you.
Get on me. This is again my abrupt one. This is Silent Library. This is the one where about 6 people would sit around a table and they would have flashcards. They had flashcards. They would all grab a flashcard. Whoever had, it's like the picking the straw. Whoever had the one that was different had to pick the question. And whatever the question was, which is shockingly, I was happy Fear Factor became Fortis because they did Fear Factor. Like the question could be anything between doing something random in the library, but no matter what, everybody had to stay quiet. This was a group game show, meaning no matter what the one person had to do, y'all had to say shut the fuck up while he did whatever embarrassing shit he was doing. And if all 5 of y'all made it through the whole show, y'all got to divvy up like $2,000 or something between you.
I'm noticing your shows require a lot for the least amount of turnout. Like,
no.
The last one was $500.
It's MTV.
This one was 2 stacks. I don't know it was some bud that'll get you more money than this damn show that he's putting on.
MTV game shows wasn't giving money. I'll give you all that. Both of these shows were from MTV.
Okay.
And both of these shows, I think, started in Japan.
All right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Silent Library, for sure, because Silent Library's host was Japanese.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, anytime we're already on the last season. Whenever it gets over here, by the time you get it, one of those type shows. Been over there for 80 years, it gets here for 1 year, it's a wrap. All right. What was that called?
Silent.
Never heard of that.
We're watching the clip when this is over. 1.
And my number 6 is Here Goes Where I had Deal or No Deal.
I had Cash Cab at this spot.
Cash Cab that? It was my shit.
I like that. I mean, I was like I said, I was like kind of concerned. It's like, well, they left some of the people just like got to get out. Like,
I do like that part that you had to get out. It's like, oh, where you going for your anniversary? Get out. Like, I like that. Like, oh, you got it wrong. See you. Like,
I had Deal or No Deal a little bit higher, but I think this is where I'm going to hedge my bet and just roll with Deal or No Deal here. Again, I knew my 7 and 6 weren't making the list. So
if I knew you, I didn't think Cash Cab would have had a chance higher up.
I don't think it's like that's why I didn't want to put it in the top 5.
It definitely wasn't in the top 5.
Yeah.
But I do feel you. Like, now that it's over, I miss it a lot more. Like, it's one of them shows you like, damn, that's off. Like,
yeah,
I like that show enough. Plus, I always wish I would have got it. I think I would have won all those. I'd have never doubled up though for the video shit at the end. But it's like, you just won 4,000 animated to your destination. You want to lose it all? No, fuck no, I'm out. I sold it with $8. I was planning on paying you $8 for this trip. Like, what you mean?
Problem is, and I remember that because I feel like every time somebody won, they did it. It's the adrenaline. It's just like how people.
You know what gives me more adrenaline? No, I'm not broke.
Yeah,
that gives me way more adrenaline than chance and shit. Tell you that much now.
That's the same thing with Deal or No Deal when it's like, oh, there's only 5 cases left, and somehow what was it, $1 million or 100 million or something?
There's $1 million, then you had a dollar case though too.
Yeah.
That was the.
Yeah.
You don't mark that one off the board. That sucks.
And again, like
then you would pick the briefcase that had like the sexiest chick. Like it wasn't necessarily like you go with your lucky number at first, and it's like, well, I'm going with number 4 because wasn't somebody like a briefcase girl who's famous now or something crazy?
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
I didn't.
There was 28 briefcase girls, but I don't know how many.
I'm saying, I'm pretty sure that one of the briefcase girls from Deal or No Deal is someone famous. And I don't want to say nothing crazy because I want to say someone, but I don't want to be wrong because that'd be like a smack in the face to that person if I picked. But I think she was. I'll say it if I figure it out.
Number 4 is on.
Number 5 is on. We're gonna do a quick countdown of where we're at right now while James apparently looks up this little question I had.
Yeah.
Top 10 TV game shows. Number 10, The Weakest Link. Number 9, Hollywood Squares. Number 8, Let's Make a Deal. Number 7, Fear Factor. Number 6, Deal or No Deal. And we'll be in the top 5 right after we find out if any of the briefcase girls from Deal or No Deal are famous or went on to do bigger things.
Christy Teigen.
Whoa.
And Megan Markle.
Bam! I knew. Yes.
Those are both.
Yes.
Wait, Megan Markle.
Yes, that's who I was thinking, but I did not. Yeah. And she was there. She was on
Deal or No Deal.
Yeah, she was on Deal or No Deal with Megan or whatever the name, the princess or whatever. Yes.
Yeah.
She got a ring on the forehead. Yeah. Like baby ducks, like little rubber ducks.
And Megan Markle was
the princess.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes, she was a Deal or No Deal case deal. If you didn't pick her case, look at you now. I wonder what was her highest bid like.
I don't know.
What was she, number 24?
This is number 24.
She was case number 24.
I'd have picked her case.
That briefcase girl.
Yeah,
there's a lot. I'm telling you, there was what? How many?
Well, no, because my 2 favorite numbers are 14 and 24. So most likely she would have got that.
Yeah. Mine was 17. I hope Chrissy took her. I don't know.
26.
All right. So what's up this number 5 spot?
All right, now we did that. See, so a little, we can give some more news if you want. Give one more, since I just hit y'all with a fact that no one knew.
No, yeah, that's a big one.
This ain't
Brad Rutter is the highest earning American game show contestant of all time, earning a total of $4,555,102 on May 16, 2014 in Jeopardy.
Day before my birthday for one. That was Scrap's birthday. That was Scrap.
That's a shit ton. I think I remember. Dude,
How many shows was that to earn that on?
Because you had a
Jeopardy only goes up to 1,000 and it has like daily double. It's not like it's like you got a chance for 40,000. I mean, you do write the number.
You could write whatever you want.
For 4 million, he was on there for like a week or two.
Yeah.
You get that much money on Jeopardy, you was on there for like a week.
The equivalent of 48 hours.
Okay.
It's the equivalent of 48 hours.
Because there's no way you're winning that on one episode.
Yeah.
They need like hood dice. They need a game with just like just straight hood dice. Just let people, period. That's some of the best action is watching cats in the hood shoot dice. Like, period. ABC, NBC, somebody get on that. Straight craps. Hood craps. Community craps. All right. All right, number 5. Who's it on? Is it me or James?
I went last week.
Okay, it's me. My number 5, speaking of this guy and talking about this show all day, and again, I think I'm smarter than him. Alex Trebek on Jeopardy is my number 5.
I went with that actually on 5 too.
There we go. It had to be the number.
I went on Deal or No Deal, so y'all good.
Okay. And like you said, he had it.
I mean, as much as like it's a good show, I just like. I mean, I don't know.
You know it when it comes on.
Yeah.
Like no matter what you're doing, if you just hear that dude, you just like, and you use the sound effect every time someone's taking long to answer the question. You still do that. Like, come on, and you go doo. So
that's been good.
That's automatic. Yeah. So, and again,
that's what's funny is when we came up for like the first 3 years of caring about the shit, it was the what was the one that's number 10? It was The Weakest Link, because that's when I first really got to watch some TV. So The Weakest Link had the same little thing for a minute, and we rolled with that until it went off the air. And then Jeopardy slid in.
Back to, well, Jeopardy always had it, but it went back to like you noticing it heavy. So Jeopardy number 5, which is a good spot because, like I said, everybody loves the show. Not too many people know the show. The only time I liked it is when it was on White Man Can't Jump, and what's the name was trying to get on it? Woody Harrelson's character. And what's the old Rosie Perez or whatever?
It was her.
Yeah, and she was trying to get on Jeopardy, and they got her on Jeopardy from that half-court hook shot.
Yeah.
Everything worse. Fools to start with the letter Q, and that was all she was. Yep. Her whole shit. All right, number 4.
I put down. It's not gonna make it, but Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader? I just felt like, for me, this is for me personal, because I was like, this show too funny. And again, I was like, at that time, I was like, I did not learn this shit in 5th grade.
It's relatable to you.
Yeah. Or did you? How much were you paying attention? And it kind of sucked that you were doing that like next to your parent or watching that show, and it's like, oh, dumbass, like you really wasn't in summer school. But I was really not doing classwork.
For me, I had The Price is Right.
And number 4? Price is Right. The price is wrong, bitch. So, Bob, I had Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. It had the lifelines. Everybody was blowing their chances. Like, people would use all their lifelines on a $100 question. Like, they were using let me use 50-50 and call a friend. Like, damn, on the first question, like, you know they're about to hit you with something unreal when you get to like question 8. Like, you know that one thing you said, I never was good at science. Guess what question's coming up with $1 million? Science with no lifelines. Like, I just like that show. I think I wanted to be a lifeline.
Yeah, you wanted to. I wouldn't mind it.
I never answered the phone, so I'd have sucked as a lifeline for any of y'all. Like, y'all hit Mooka, but it's like, hit me on Facebook. So,
this is gonna be a tough one. I mean, I feel like mine's gonna make the list probably higher if y'all didn't have it yet.
My thing's dying, so I'm over here looking like I'm tripping. All right, what?
So, I had when you said Price is Right Empire, and then
I started it.
What?
Number 4?
Yeah, but I'm saying
we all said our stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I'm saying I had that one, and Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? I had that up full high too.
Yeah, that up 1 or 2.
I don't know.
Right, so Price is Right at 4 though.
Yeah,
I don't know if I can argue. I mean, I don't know if I can accept that even to put in before the changing at 4.
I can roll with the 5th grader one be a 4.
You don't want to. I mean,
I never watched that. I never gave a fuck about that show. Like, that's the thing about that show. I never gave a fuck about
that. That was a good show.
Because of how stupid people were about the fucking shit. I gave up after minutes. Like, y'all give up all the shit.
I mean, it did get dumb, but I mean, and then wasn't like Cedric the host for a minute?
That was it?
Cedric was the host real quick. They ran through. Yeah, okay, it's off the list. There was too many hosts. Anytime, that's the first sign that the show ain't gonna make it when there's more hosts than contestants. So we're definitely not doing that. So we'll go with who wants. Are you smarter than the fifth grader?
I mean, you won, but like I said, I put up Who Wants to Be a Millionaire for my number 3. So I'm up next.
Okay, well, that was all right. So number 3, you got Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Yeah.
My number 3 was Wheel of Fortune.
Oh shit.
My number 3 was Wheel of Fortune as well.
Shit, I forgot about that one.
So we are good.
Bang! You just got Who Wants to Be a Millionaire knocked out the list.
All right, cool. All right, I'm cool with it.
This game is very sneaky and treacherous, and James is still learning how to play.
We are.
No, check back some of the weeks. I think some of us got it.
I was saying, the last 2 weeks have been cool. And
he was a pro last week. He killed it.
It's been 2 weeks in a row. Now, this week, I know I'm not going to get it because my number 1's been on the list for a while. So it's up to me. Number 2, I am rolling with Family Feud.
No.
My number 2 is Family Feud.
My number 2 is Price is Right.
Family Feud knows number 2.
I have Family Feud.
You have to explain to me why Family Feud is so important because for one thing,
that's a lot more funnier.
Might be, but you notice. Remember when you said that one show, the points don't matter. The points don't matter on Family Feud because until the very last round, the points do not matter.
Doesn't. It really doesn't. It was like it'd be 299 to 44, and the last one's all things triple is one question, and it's grandma versus the young son. He's definitely going to win, and now the family wins. Like, yeah, it's a speed thing with Family Feud. That ain't fair. It definitely ain't fair. So it's like old versus young. Like the matchups are very.
Yeah, I figured that out a long time ago. The points do not matter on Family Feud until that last question.
It's still my show.
Yeah.
But I want to meet some of these 100 people. Like,
who are these 100 people?
They've never questioned me. Have you ever been walking anywhere and someone said, "Hey, I'm from Family Feud. Just want to ask, what's your top tip?" Like, no one ever asked you Family Feud questions. So where do they get these questions?
Yeah, I don't know.
All Canada,
Everybody
all California or wherever it's from. I don't know. But
I feel like there should be a census.
yes, I feel like it needs to be. Yeah, Family Feud can do this for everyone. But I still like the number 2. Okay. Again, you know why my number 1 is my number 1. Who's it on anyway? Recap real quick, and we'll do a fun fact, and then we'll do. All right, top 10 TV game shows. Number 10, The Weakest Link. Number 9, Hollywood Squares. Number 8, Let's Make a Deal. Number 7, Fear Factor. Number 6, Deal or No Deal. Number 5, Jeopardy. Number 4, Are You Smarter Than the Fifth Grader? Number 3, Wheel of Fortune. Number 2, Family Feud. And the number 1 after this game show fact presented by James.
Most popular game shows are number 1, Jeopardy.
Wow, you literally did a list right before the list. Okay, let's.
Number 2, Wheel of Fortune. Number 3, Family Feud.
Got the net, or maybe I didn't. Maybe I just plucked one.
And then, I'll put the last. Do we want to say the last one?
No, you go for the last one because that tidbit sucked that you just did.
Because you started from number 1 and went to 5.
3.
The 3.
Okay.
But that tidbit, even during the top 10 lists, was an odd thing.
Yeah, that was bad.
But it's just popular game shows. All right, hosts can earn $10,000 to $15,000 per episode, and it's about $200,000 to $15 million per season.
It's not. We're talking about per episode that's on TV or per episode they're doing in the studio because they're doing like 15 episodes a day.
I don't know. Yeah, because
I mean, but it don't matter. You're still making a pretty nice killing.
There's a
difference. A lot of heat and changing and being on like it still works.
I'm gonna say them Steve Harvey suits get hot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Steve. Yeah.
And standing there doing that for 3, 4, 5
and
seconds.
then hearing some bullshit from everybody.
Yeah, all the answers are bullshit. All the answers are bullshit. Like,
and everybody's like, yeah. I was like,
yeah, I'm not clapping for some dumb shit.
That's the only reason. That's the only reason I give the slide for the fact that I know the points don't count is Steve's face. Steve, that's one thing I rock with Steve. Is that would be me on stage when somebody says some dumbass shit. I'm just looking at you like, fuck. It's like, Jordan, you can't keep that face. Like, no, man, it's like stupid. Get out of here.
Oh no, it's definitely natural reactions. It definitely is. That's how you know the show's genuine, right there.
But it's on you for number 1.
All right, number 1. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows why this is my favorite. I said, if America can be more like the crowd of this show, we would have no issues in life. It's the greatest crowd. It's the greatest brotherhood family. I've never seen old white people and young black people with dreads be the greatest friends I've never seen. A Muslim and a Christian together. Price is Right. The greatest audience in the world because they all want you to win. Period. #1 game show ever. Worst microphone, but greatest game show.
Yeah, my #1 was Family Feud, but since Ann can make it.
And mine was Jeopardy, so.
Wow.
Oh, the setup.
Thank you.
I saw this
The
coming.
price is wrong, Bob. And then that's another reason. He fought Adam Sandler. Like, come on.
Yeah, in that one movie.
And Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
Like Bob Barker. Like, again, but Drew Carey, like the mics do need to change, but it's a great show.
That might be the only thing. Like, I don't know why. I was never a huge Drew Carey fan. So when he became the host, I kind of fell off.
Yeah, it did hurt a little bit, but you can't go wrong with Plinko. You bring Plinko back out, and I don't care who the host is, I'm rooting for you to win. Like, that's all the wall is Plinko. Like, they just try to make Plinko into his own game, but nothing beats the original Plinko. So
yeah, that's all. That might be my only downfall for The Price is Right. I was like, what did Drew Carey do before he did that? Because I wasn't a fan.
his show.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of
Drew
the show.
Carey show.
I wasn't a fan of that. I was really
No,
young.
and he did Who Wants to Be Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Whose line is it anyway?
He
Yeah,
did that.
yeah.
That's still my shit.
That's funny.
But him and Wayne left at the same time to go both host. You know, that was a dope gig, but for both of them to be able to host that. And what other show did you bet $1 and win something? Like you didn't even learn to bet $1 anywhere but The Price is Right. You know, it's like $9,000 $1. Like who does that? Price is Right. Underbid, the worst cut ever. Cut the person right next to you. They can have it right there. $1,500, $14.99, $1. Like $1 above, $1 low. Like it's the greatest like odds game. And then you get the chance to spin the wheel for it. Like,
So, are there any things that should be switched up, maneuvered,
or
any
added.
added?
Do we want cash cap in this? Do we get?
I have a move.
If you can get cash cap in this, I would only knock Hollywood Squares. I wouldn't knock the Legals Inc. Actually, I think the Legals Inc is better than Hollywood Squares.
I think Hollywood Squares works for an older crowd. Like it's tic-tac-toe.
It is
But
tic-tac-toe.
it is tic-tac-toe. But I mean, it's still not that game makes it any less because it's tic-tac-toe. It's still like a great game. I think Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader and Jeopardy can be moved. Just for one, from some of the facts we stated, it's the longest, one of the longest shows ever anyway. Like,
I'm not gonna.
and Treyback. So I mean, I love this show, but that put in way more work.
I feel like this is like all three of us personally fuck with this show, but we understand that this is more important.
This is a knockoff of that.
What? Yeah.
Are You Smarter Than Fifth Grade?
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah.
whenever Jeopardy has like college day, that's the one time you do watch it because you're like, I might get a college question.
Yeah.
Or they're like, yo, entertainers. You're like, oh, I'll definitely go get one right on this one. Athletes. So it's like they dumbed it down like, hey, are you at least smarter than a fucking fifth grader? Like you can't watch Jeopardy for anything else. Could you at least beat fifth grade? Is this a triangle or a motherfucking trapezoid? Like something. So I think that was like the poor man's like.
Yeah.
How many people committed suicide off of being on
Oh,
the show?
get the hell out of here.
No, because bro, you missed the first, second, or third question of that show. That's the end of your life.
You only commit suicide or do some harm to someone else if the fifth grader is your kid and y'all both went on that show and you find out you're dumber than your kid.
Oh shit.
Because for one, the kid's never gonna let you live it
Oh,
down.
not hell no.
Like, so that's the only time that some bodily harm might happen. Yeah, you're not even smarter than me. Like, that's when you're crazy. That means you got a lot of questions wrong. Anybody who says that was a dumb show, you got a lot of questions wrong.
Okay, they're learning this shit.
This is Jarrell for y'all to know.
Still.
I think about that gap. Do you remember anything that, like, other than the basic stuff that you learned in like first, second grade? Do you remember exactly?
That's the point, though.
That is the
That's what
point.
I'm saying. So it's like, of course, the fifth grader gonna know it because they're learning the shit that you ask them right now.
Yeah, I mean, but you learned it.
That's like fresh in their mind.
They can still be getting it wrong. Just because they learning it previous don't mean that.
So, the person who just learned the capital of Nebraska, who's learning the capitals right now.
Over the old man who's been living in Nebraska for 40 fucking years and should know the capital? Like, I mean, just because he ain't been in school doesn't mean he still don't know the fucking capital.
The point to his question, it's Lincoln, Nebraska.
Or if you drive a car, okay, you're a new driver, so you're learning how to drive today, so it's more fresh in your mind than me who's been driving forever. I'm still dust the shit out of you driving.
Yeah.
I bet you could, sixth grader. It's like, no.
not remembering back then. I'm not gonna remember exactly.
No, I get.
Yeah,
I get it. I mean, but that just makes it fair. I mean, because some of these people were like teachers and shit too, though. Like you're supposed to know. Yeah.
Teachers, they don't actually know this shit.
You know what I mean?
They know the answers to the questions that you're supposed to know.
Because they got the book.
Yeah, they got the book.
Because they got the book.
Exactly.
Yep.
Oh man. See, so I just think it should be straight with Jeopardy though. I mean,
Okay.
it's only because it's the same.
Oh yeah, I can swap that.
Other than that, though, damn, it made the top 5. Like I might switch. Like, now I really gotta look at
The
it.
problem was when we were fighting here, this nigga never told anybody what was going on.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm working this. I know.
We was straight up. I felt bad when it didn't make it here because I thought that was it.
Yeah.
I thought I had to argue it back in somewhere. Then he came up. Well, it's my number 4. What?
Yeah, that was a good one right there. I don't. I mean, I guess so.
I mean, he played the game.
Didn't know they'll produce a
We got
princess.
fan
A
feedback?
prince, yeah.
Wipeout. If Wipeout is classified as a game show, we argued this, so it didn't make it list because we had other shows that were like similar.
And we're gonna do a
Took us,
separate list at some point of reality game
like
shows.
physical game shows, basically.
Or game
Maybe
shows that
that.
take like yeah.
But they say Wipeout is, so for your hypothetical question, where would I put Wipeout on my list? It's one of my favorite shows. I would like to be on Wipeout. I was always like, I would go do that. 100%. 100% to do Wipeout. No, I don't want no Jimmy rigged one. I want the real, like, I don't want y'all just with a boxing glove punch me in the eye.
We could put some floatables over.
But
there.
I would put it like, for me,
For me, I'll put it in.
I was about to say
it would be like 7, 8 for me.
same thing here.
If it was on this list, it had to go with these games.
Yeah, with these games.
Honestly, I feel like you said it before. Our intern off camera. If it was just like the first and second season, it would have got higher. It got real weird after that.
Yeah, once they start putting teams, husband and wives, people that come on, you can make it. I quit. I don't want it. Once you start doing that, it got hold. Once it was individuals and they was just going at it, it was cool, bro.
And like one of the only shows that had some cool holiday episodes. Like when they made shit holiday
Yes.
thing, that shit was still cool.
And they had like, yeah, you look like stuffing, and they was throwing like crazy shit at you. Like, I fuck with this show,
So I do understand that.
but I do like give it a couple weeks. But yeah, physical TV shows or game shows.
Oh, the
That's
one
what I'm
where,
saying.
the one
And
where
then
they on
you
the
shows had to hold on and get like 2 of them. God, like,
I don't even want to do the whole show. I just want to do the thing where the little arms going around in circles and you
You
got to
gotta
sit on the
jump over it?
platform. Yeah, I'm cool with just that. Because I always thought somebody could just hop on that shit and ride to the next platform. I'm like, yo, hang on, and make it to the next
they
platform.
do, but you're not allowed to.
Oh,
You're
I
supposed to have to
understand.
hop off. You have to jump over it. Like, that is one of my favorite shows, though. So that's the top 10. I'm gonna read. Well, I don't know. Did we settle on that? We moved
James,
one
do you have
around.
I didn't have anything to fight in. Do you have anything to fight in?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, do we think Cash Cab is worth being on there?
I did have something that I wasn't. Never mind. They only won a title.
If I did Cash Cab, it would take the play. I was with him with the Hollywood Squares.
Are you guys with that?
I mean, I would move Legal Zinc.
We really have no old school if we take out Hollywood. I mean, we got never mind.
Man, Jeopardy and
Jeopardy's
Price
the
is
oldest.
Yeah,
Jeopardy
Price
and
Right is the
Price
oldest.
The Price is Right. Will
It's
of
the
Fortune.
oldest. Yeah, they're-
Family Feud?
Family Feud is somewhat old. We just forget that somebody
yeah.
else did it before.
It did. It was an old drunk dude too. Like, it was
Yeah.
wild. The host was wild. Like, yeah.
He said, "We ain't got nothing old. We ain't got nothing old at the bottom."
I could put Cash Cab for its uniqueness at number 9 for Hollywood Squares. Me personally.
I can roll with that.
All right.
So
yeah.
I do like I said, I enjoyed
Again,
Cash
the
Cab
real-
concept of it.
And I can say this, and y'all be mad if you want. The reason I'm fighting for the weakest link is I feel like that was my first game show.
Mhm.
It probably was.
Like for like the time, like again, that's niggas is mad about my football, my sports allegiances. Again, I could be wrong, but like 98, 2000 was when I started caring about shit that wasn't cartoons. So around that time was the first time I walked out to the living room. I was like, what the hell is this? You're asking questions? And
I
she's
made you
being
sound like Mickey Mouse when you walked out into the living room. So
Hey, what's going on?
I'm done with cartoons, but I sound like a cartoon character. Okay.
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
All right, so that's the only so Cash Cab in place of Hollywood Squares, and Jeopardy and Are You Smarter Than the Fifth Graders switching spots with 5 and 4. All right, I'm gonna say this list one last time. So here we have it. Again, like always, if you do not agree with the list, if you feel like your show was not put on the list, then tune in earlier, chime in earlier. Otherwise, it really doesn't do anything to us. But here it is. Top 10 TV game shows as selected by us, the cast, well, 2/3 of Unfiltered and Mr. Detour Show over here. So here we go. Top 10 TV game shows. Number 10, The Weakest Link. Number 9, Cash Cab. Number 8, Let's Make a Deal. Number 7, Fear Factor. Number 6, Deal or No Deal. Number 5, Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? Number 4, Jeopardy. Number 3, Wheel of Fortune. Number 2, Family Feud. And the number 1 TV game show, The Price is Right. I'm not mad at this list at all. There's shows. I mean, there was a lot of shows that didn't get like.
It's funny to me that you were the one to pick the black show as your number 1. Like you was fighting for Family Feud. We was like, yeah, we cool.
Well, it's like the black show. Family Feud is a white show. I mean, Steve's now on there.
That's what I mean for now.
Okay, well,
What do you? All right. I think it's a. I can watch that.
Again, it would have been number 1 if I thought the points would meant something.
They kind of.
They don't. They really don't.
it's not a fair system.
It's not
Like
really.
when you triple the points, it really just changes. Like, and there's one answer again. It is not fair. I've seen Grandma's versus Youth, and that doesn't even work out like that. Love Connection. We've had The Wall. Like I said, was just a giant plinko. I don't remember the show Countdown. Beat Shazam. I looked at like one time.
Yeah, Beat Shazam is I don't get how y'all won money out of
Yeah.
You gotta beat it. I don't know.
But that was almost like, can you guess this lyric, or can you?
And again, man, like I consider myself a music connoisseur, and I couldn't do that show.
Yeah, Shazam's like 4 seconds. Like,
Yeah, you get 4 second boom.
and then that's right when I'm doing this. My first 4 seconds is this. Right there I lost. See, Match Game that has Alec Baldwin right now doing it. I like that game a little bit. His version.
I'm cool with the ball ones, but that's about it.
To Tell the Truth, I can't remember how that game
I think that was the
I do
lie game.
remember it.
I think that might have been the game about like the lie detector.
You gotta do that. Okay. The Joker's Wild, the $100,000 Pyramid, Chain Reaction, which is like was Game Show Network, and that's a decent one where this word
is that still
matches
on
the next word. It was, ain't it?
I know it was. It was a bad idea.
Why? I mean, I don't know. Pressure Luck, like I said, that was the one that had like the no whammies, and when you land on it, the little dudes did like crazy little shit, like graphics. It's like 80s type shit. Winbenstein's Money, I never watched that, but he's the Visine guy.
Oh, okay.
I remember
And then
that.
he had a show Win His Money, but I guess it was like a smart like trivia type show too.
That's a day when you get sick of your agent. You say you want your show, and you just do whatever you got to do.
It was horrible. It was like Frasier. Like
Oh,
it was like Frasier as a game show, and I fuck with Frasier. The Newlywed Game. That was a decent little game where you see how much you knew your spouse and you answer questions about them. That was decent. Supermarket Sweep. I actually liked that one where they had a run.
I forgot about that one.
Supermarket. It was on the list right there.
I don't think I just must have read over it.
Exactly.
That one.
Supermarket Sweep. Yeah, you had to run down the aisles and get shit and run back and beat people. I love that. I used to go to the supermarket afterwards and think I was gonna play that. Like that made like that crazy for a minute. The Dating Game. You know where the game was on there and he cried and he wanted his girlfriend back, and that's the thing they used on him.
I don't remember that, but
It
I'm
had
gonna look that up now.
Yeah, Game was on the Dating Game, and like they went on a date and he was like second date and she was like no, like it was one of them. So they used it against him a minute ago. Password and then Name That Tune. So those are just some of the other shows that we had to choose from that we didn't choose. That's about it.
So thank you as always, Malachi, for sitting in, even though you have sabotaged the list this week. And as always, I don't get this excited, but tomorrow, tune in. Big interview, man. We got M. Tomlin in the building, the producer. I feel like I got to
There's some extra news. Well, if you know anything going on in the city, any hip hop, anything R&B, production wise, anybody who's been popping, they probably have a hook by this guy or a beat by this guy. So if you don't know them Tomlin, then you're pretty much probably not in the Pittsburgh hip hop or in the hip hop scene.
Or you haven't met the right people.
You haven't been listening to what we've been.
I was gonna say that's the other thing.
Yeah, you're not smarter than a fifth grader.
I was gonna say for sure, if you haven't been listening to the music reviews we put on every week, like when we remember that first interview we did with Juggernaut, where I'm like almost every week there's a Juggernaut beat. It's the same thing with Tomlin. If we review 3 albums, Tomlin's on one of them.
Yeah.
for production of World
Right.
Orderverse.
Yeah.
Orderverse.
So check that out tomorrow. And J-Pad's coming back with the beat competition tomorrow too. So
Ooh, yes.
it's a big show tonight. Tomorrow.
Definitely tune in. That's around 7 p.m. The show still starts around 6:30 for the first 10 with these guys.
Oh, don't forget, man. This man gonna have his food ready.
Taste test.
Thomas City's vegetarian. We're ready.
So I'm gonna just go grab some plants and acorns from outside. I'm just gonna try them. Fuck with it. I never had an acorn, so we're just gonna see.
And you wonder
Sign up,
why
why
you
not?
never had an acorn after you bite into that shit.
So Taste Test Wednesday, great interviews, beat battle. Woo-hoo. Great show.
Oh, and Women's World Wednesday. What?
Yes, and we have
Danielle
Danielle
Moore.
Moore. We have a couple of guests coming through. I'm not really going to get their names mixed up or anything like that, so I'll wait. But tune in as early as 12:30 tomorrow to gmworldwideradio.com. Grandma Worldwide Radio on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at GMWW Radio. And submit your music. We just had J Loke come in. Her music will be on the air. If you want your music in rotation as well, send it in. GMWWradio at gmail.com. And the rest of the stuff these guys always say.
J Skyline 99 on IG and Instagram.
And James_Lame on my Instagram. What?
My IG and Instagram is the same, just like his. Is at Bartholomew. He always goes IG and Instagram.
Oh, my bad. IG and Twitter.
That's what I was looking for. The Twitter. He didn't say it today. He said IG and Instagram.
I did because I fully fucked it up. You're right. And I'm happy you caught me because it would have been wild reading the comments on YouTube later. Also, Unfiltered on Facebook, Unfiltered_PGH on IG. And that's all I have for now since we are not on the Twitter game on that yet.
Will be. Again, thank y'all. Share, support. Share this video, share other videos, binge watch, do like you do on Netflix,
And
tell a friend about us.
And if you want to watch a funeral, I'm hearing that the Fizzy
Cypher
battle is up.
Oh, yo.
This emoji right here, that's all you got. This emoji should be at the bottom of every comment. Just that. I wish you could do this one, but it's not.
Yo, get that, yo. Get that.
Wow. But you gotta see it for yourself.
Other news, actually, I think you can actually, there's a viewing, Jimmy Wapo, I think is today, tomorrow, and I think another day.
I did not purposely set that up like that.
But no, no, he didn't. But I just wanted, and then there's actually the funeral is actually this Friday. I think it's somewhere around this. Yeah, the viewing's over in the north side. We have it up on posted on
Be sure to check it out.
Stay safe out there, y'all. We will be back tomorrow with Women's World Wednesday. Thank you, Malachi, as always. Thank you for the man behind the board now, Mr. Dion JR. And we are out.